Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm showing you how I create a pencil skirt by drafting a pattern from an existing skirt. Here I'm simply tracing the outline of an existing skirt on my pattern paper. After I trace the outline of my skirt, I'll add a seam allowance to the pattern. Here I'm using my seam gauge to mark a 1.5 centimeter seam allowance to the pattern by using hatch marks or dashes. After I mark my seam allowance, I'm ready to cut out my pattern. Now that I have my skirt pattern cut out, I'm going to trace that pattern to make my liner pattern. My liner pattern will be 1.5 centimeters smaller than my skirt pattern. So after tracing my skirt pattern, I'm going to take off or cut off 1.5 centimeters of the side seams so that the liner will be able to fit inside of the skirt. Here I'm cutting out my fabric with my rotary cutter. And now I have my skirt laid out here. And I'm just gonna remove my fabric weights or my pattern weights, and which are industrial size washers from Home Depot. And now I'm just going to put right sides together. Then I'm going to pin my side seams. And after I pin my side seams, I'll take the skirt over to my serger and serge the side seams. Okay, I got my side seams done on my skirt. I'm going to put this to the side and work on my liner now. Okay, I have the side seams of my skirt completed, the side seam of my liner completed. So now I'm going to turn my skirt wrong side out and I'm going to insert it into the liner, and I'll pin the top of the liner to the top of the skirt. Then I'll take it over to the serger and serge those two together. Now that I have my liner attached to my skirt, I'm going to estimate how much elastic to use by temporarily pinning the elastic to the skirt waistband. I'm using 3-inch wide elastic that I doubled to make it sturdy. It was a little thin for my taste, so I doubled it to make it sturdier. And I also want it to lay flat. I'm going to lay the elastic flat and smooth and pin it all the way around the skirt. I pinned the elastic band to the skirt to see exactly where I'm going to cut the elastic. Once I cut the elastic, I'll unpin it from the skirt and take it over to my serger and stitch the ends of the elastic to make one continuous loop. Once I make one continuous loop, I'll take the elastic back over to the skirt and pin that continuous loop to the skirt, and that will be it for the elastic band. Okay, I have my elastic waistband attached to my skirt. It looks pretty good. It's flat and not gathering or puckering. So the last thing we have to do now is hem the skirt, the bottom of the skirt. And I believe I just turned it under 1/4 of an inch and did a stitch on that. And that is it. And here I am in the finished skirt. I paired it with a silky type blouse to dress it up a bit and a pair of wedges. I like it a lot. It feels good. It's not too tight, and it's not too short. I'm comfortable with that. And I like the liner because, again, the fabric was a bit thin for my taste. So I think it came out pretty good. Now I'll show you that I paired it with a denim blouse and a tank top just to dress it down a bit. I think you can also do this with a t-shirt and a pair of sneakers to dress it down a bit. But again, I'm comfortable with it, the fit and the length, and I pretty satisfied with it. Thank you again for watching. Bye.